Welcome back to Round the Verse with your host Skippy on PC and False God.
Welcome back to another Round the Verse.
That's smooth.
Yeah, that was my fault. I think I must have muted the camera in my other stream. So yeah, another week in 318 out. Had a bit of fun with it. So I've been running around testing the Vulture, testing out some cargo. There's been a lot of bugs going on. But I think first we have to introduce our new sponsor. Yeah, Dumpers Depot just wasn't. That check never came through. Hey,
that check never came through.
I was surprised. I was like,
living on ramen for the past week.
We have been homeless.
Yeah.
Living in Hurston underneath the stairs with our little bag shelters. But Whammers has come through for us. We're now got a beautiful apartment in back in Area 18, as you can see behind us, the beautiful Area 18 behind us. We're back in our studio, back on our feet. So thank you to Whammers. So we'll run the Whammers campaign. So
Whammers.
It's always a good time with the Whammers, isn't it? Yeah. Go down to your local Whammers and grab yourself a juicy Whammers burger or a juicy Whammers thick shake milkshake. They make some really good thick milkshakes down there. You can get it from any of your local Whammers anywhere in the verse. I think. Where's your favourite Whammers actually? Do you have a favourite?
My favourite Whammers. I don't know if I've got a favourite Whammers, but I've got a favourite Whammers ad.
Nah. We should have got that. We should have.
We should have gotten that.
Maybe
if you haven't seen it, just search up Whammers on YouTube.
Yeah, the good old Whammers.
It's so good. It's such a well-created video.
Yeah, I'll admit, Whammers didn't pay enough for that. Yeah, so what have we got in store today? It's all about the Vulture.
All about the Vulture, obviously, highly anticipated.
Yeah,
a long time coming, and it's here, and.
So we won't ruin it yet, but we have other news. So I guess we can break into the news section of this channel. So without further ado, here's the news.
Okay. Smooth.
So
obviously a bit earlier today or whatever time zone you're in, I guess. The latest experimental PTU patch dropped.
That's a new one. We've had aUEC.
How can you have experimental testing?
This is like Inception now of the PTUs. It's like not only are we not released, the game isn't released yet, so it's still in player. It's like the persistent universe, but it's still a test persistent universe. Now we've had the player test universe. We also have the aUEC test universe, and now introducing the new Inception EPT. Just because if you didn't have any more acronyms you needed to remember in your life, we're gonna fucking throw one more at you.
Well, next they're gonna be testing experimental persistent testing universe.
How many more taboo words can we slap on the front of a test? I mean, I feel this is a product of the fact that there's been a lot more players that have joined the verse that aren't used to a test environment. And
it's like I was jumping on the PTU the other day, and there's like the age old, some guy in chat was like, "Oh, why is this like so broken? Like I can't even play that. This is stupid." I'm like, dude, you're in PTU.
Like
it's
meant to be broken.
It's meant to be broken.
It's literally the whole PTU is designed for you to break it. CIG wants you to break the PTU so they can fix things. I love that. I love now that we have to have a stable PTU.
Yeah, we've got to have a stable PTU. That's why they've got the EPTU. To like satisfy these guys that are like complaining about the PTU. They're like, oh yeah, better do that.
Oh
EPTU.
God. It's like, how far down the rabbit hole do we fall But so what is the E? I mean, to be honest, I do like the thought of the EPTU though. If they maintain it to what it is going to, what it seems to be, that it's just there to test, maybe something that could be delivered with this patch. Like for instance, there's two things in here. I'll let you explain the two exciting things that are coming to that patch.
The envelopes.
Tell us your real story, Trigger.
And the most exciting thing that's coming to this patch?
Envelopes.
Yeah, the red letter envelope.
Oh.
That's half of like this patch is like they're testing because it's going to be Lunar New Year, and by the time the patch makes it to like the full game,
Yeah,
it'll be like
you gotta go run around.
Lunar, New Year. So they're just testing like the letters, which is the big thing. Apparently they're harder to find because ground textures will cover them.
What?
Yeah, it's a known issue.
It's
not by design. Like,
Wait. It's not an issue. It's a feature.
Yeah, it's not
a
an
feature.
issue. Yeah,
it's hide and seek.
Yeah, hide and seek.
Yeah, with the letters. You just gotta go around clicking F every 10 seconds till you find them.
One of the big things that they're testing on this EPTU.
You'll get it eventually.
Yeah, potato. Is they're testing Siege of Orison, which
I'm going to jump in on that.
I haven't had the chance to jump on that because I did some backflips this week.
It was the Siege of Origin hasn't come out yet, so it's going to be interesting if it's fixed.
Oh,
now.
It's coming out 2300 UTCs when Siege of Orison starts.
So what's that for us? It's like a couple of hours from now.
I don't do UTC. I'm not a computer. Beep boop.
Someone throw in the chat what UTC time it is. That would be that'd be good.
I don't 5 o'clock Central Standard. So it's probably going to be like some weird hour of the morning. For
probably like 2 o'clock in the morning when like everything else gets released.
Wicked.
We're going to be drunk by then. Let's be honest.
Yep. Very drunk.
Very drunk.
Yeah. Where's this guy got to kill? But they're gonna. Were they gonna add into this Siege of Orison all the little extra bits?
Yeah, I think they were because they did try to add them before that were just breaking.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to try. I hope that's not going to blast us. I'm just going to.
Yeah. So that's the big thing out of this patch. According to these patch notes.
But I think the big thing out of that is the EP, just the fact that EPTU has come out. Which I mean, if they're doing it just to test dynamic events, to add new things to dynamic events, then yeah, I think that's fine. But I just hope it doesn't divulge into like an inception of PTUs.
10 different branches. No.
A lot of bug fixes though for 3.18 have happened though. Like they are rolling out the bug fixes really quickly.
Feel sorry for those interns.
Oh god, they must be getting smashed. But obviously that new tech, so the new way that they're doing bug fixing actually is working. So because I think there was a list of stuff that came out.
Yeah, it used to be really bad like this time of year. They'd kind of like just dump a patch on us and then they'd go for holidays and we'd be stuck with all these bugs and we're like,
we can't play shit.
We can't play this. But yeah, now they're
really onto the bug fixes lately. I think that again is a product of the fact that StarCitizen's getting much bigger and there's a lot more new players and they want the new player experience, even though it's like, are you right?
He's getting excited about
he's getting excited about
EPTU.
He's excited.
Yeah.
Who's excited?
Yeah, I'm so keen to jump on that Siege of Orison. Get into that.
Yeah, I'd like to get back into the CQB and all that sort of fun stuff that we're doing. It was a lot of fun with the rest of the boys and what like that. I think he's excited about the Siege of Origin. But also we've got Stanton. What is it? The Xenothreat too.
Xenothreat, yes.
Xenothreat is back as well. that would be much more interesting this time now with persistent entity streaming.
I can see it's gonna break.
Yeah.
Persistent
Yeah.
energy streaming. Something's gonna break.
I mean,
But-
I remember the first time that they tried Xenothreat, and I remember when they blew up. Whenever you blew up the Idris, it used to like crash the server.
Yeah.
Every time it blew up, so they had to like take the explosion away from.
Yeah, and it was
the
like,
Idris for a
oh.
little while.
Yeah, it should be a whole lot better. Now that we've got, a few more ships to play with as well, we can have like, for those Ares fans and that coming in, because it's been a while, I think, since they've done
Xenothreat for a little bit. Yeah, I think the Ares was out last time. I don't know if there's anything that's really going to compete for. Like, I think it's the same, really. I mean, the only other thing is like because the rest of it was little ships, and then we've had the only big one is the Corsair, really.
Was the Redeemer out though last time?
Redeemer?
I don't know if it was.
I don't think it was actually. So the Redeemer might be a player too.
Yeah,
it's got some big guns.
That'll be
That'd
fun.
be interesting. That might be a good escort for some of that cargo being shipped around. So Xenothreat's going to be very interesting. I can see every Vulture player though once Xenothreat finishes.
Yeah, that is.
Money. The amount of carcasses that are going to be
like,
sitting out there.
Give me that scrap.
Woo! Hey man, after they're finished, they're like, hey man, you got some out of that scrap laying around? Oh, you want to say that?
That was a good hello.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just. What's going on, buddy?
He's getting excited.
He's getting excited for 318.
He's like, yeah.
So I do have to admit, the last couple of patches of 318 have been pretty stable. I don't. Trigger.
Not on my bad knee.
Come
You're
here,
an
buddy.
ass, dog. Lay down.
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 Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Sometimes.
So yeah, it is the last patch is stable. So I'm assuming this patch is going to be even more stable, which means and a lot of the bug fixes I've seen are more to do with just generic things that are going wrong, like falling out of your ship when you're getting out of your seat, which I have experienced. The elevator, the elevator's doors just opening up and you walking into space. False sense of security. Elevators in this game are just dangerous in general.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of times I've died from elevators. I remember the old Cyberpunk when the elevators didn't work. And that meme that came out that was just like, oh, your first time? Trigger, sit down.
Whenever those like whenever like the elevator doors open and it's just like the void, I can just like hear like the 2001 Space Odyssey, like that really like ethereal music. And I'm like, I'm drawn to the void.
So besides that, there hasn't been much news. We haven't had inside StarCitizen yet. I don't really know why. They've had plenty of changes.
We should talk to them and be like, hey, we're releasing like we're streaming now. You kind of need to do inside StarCitizen.
Yeah, we're working our ass off here, CIG. Where's our info, mate? Like, come on.
All those guys got to do is turn on a webcam.
I know. They got it all set up. That $1,000 new Gucci setup. That actually looks really cool. I'll admit. The little studio he's got going there. Squadron 42 got a lot of work done to it as well. A lot of character work is meant to be finished in December for Squadron 42, which is good to. I mean, any progress in Squadron 42, Christ's sake. Star Map also was meant to be finished last year. And rolled out soon, so that will be good. We don't have to deal with the Flash piece of crap that we have currently. The sooner that gets in, the better, because that fucking Star Map does my head in. But besides that, I think that's about all the news around the verse. Most orgs have been pretty quiet lately. I guess most people are just waiting for 318.
Yeah.
We've had a few new players jumping on, which is good to see. Good to know.
English.
English is very hard. But I guess we'll go on to the next little segue, which is our racing. So Do we have the racing times actually? Do we?
Yeah, I don't have them up there. Yeah, no, it is up there.
Oh yeah, you do have it up there. Do we have the
Yeah.
old time for the other one? For the Pisces?
Yeah, where did I find that piece of paper? I wrote it on a piece of paper and like
We will
into the
get
void.
a mini whiteboard for next time. So,
Yeah.
also guys, we do want to do celebrity interviews. This is why this nice chair is here. Pico's not sitting on it this time. He should have been. So if you do have anyone that around the verse that is well known and wants to jump onto the show, give us a shout out. We'd love to hear from you.
We should just set up like an old one of those like CRT monitors, and then we can just display their face there.
Yes. Oh yeah, actually, you know, I could just green screen it in there.
You could,
Yeah, we could just totally do that.
but that doesn't look as
Well,
crappy.
I mean, we could put the TV there and then green screen the TV.
Yeah, we could.
Ideas.
Ideas.
If you guys have ideas and make this little what you want to see, like, just shout them out. Hey, because we're happy to make this. We want to make this stream really cool. So, because that corner's got to go. We're gonna make something cool in that corner.
Yeah, I'm knocking it out with
'Cause
a
our-
sledgehammer. Oh wait, is that not what you meant?
Yeah, we'll get fucking sucked into space, bro. You start knocking the walls out around
Nah,
here.
that's okay. No, we're still on planet. You just don't want to breathe air.
I was about to say
it's a bit.
it's a bit juicy. Anyway, without further ado, let's head over to the racing.
You could watch your teammates flying around, trying to beat one another kind of competitively.
So this week we have got the Vulture up for grabs. Up for grabs.
Up for grabs.
I give away too much
Yeah,
shit.
give away too much.
I'm saying it's up for grabs. We have the Vulture up. So let's go. And wait, I completely forgot. Hey, do you want to quickly jump on the channel? So the Twitch channel on my thing and change the name, dude.
Is it still on War Thunder?
No, it's on StarCitizen, but I think it says Scrap Baby. So, we have got the Vulture up for the race this time. This is the first time I think anyone's raced the Vulture ever. So we're gonna see how fast it is. It is a cool little ship with this dual engines, and she's off and going. Pretty slow off the mark there.
Steady there.
This really struggles to turn. You see how I almost have to drift around these corners. Our secret racer, we haven't come up with a name for him yet, but he said it was quite a struggle to try and keep this on the track, and had to hit the brakes pretty hard to get around some of these corners. But it looked like it took that hairpin turn pretty good, coming very wide on that corner.
Yeah, don't judge my flying.
That's
the Stugs.
The Stugs. We're going to call him the Stug. Because we're totally not ripping off.
Yeah, easy on, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Stug's a good name for him. Yeah, so the Stug, yep, he said it's pretty hard around that corner. Those hairpin turns seem to come very wide, and it's hard to slow down. He's coming up to the infamous corner. Oh, almost drifting the arse end out there. Pretty tight in around there though. And he's coming out the second last corner. It's nearly done. Onto the straight. And this last corner. He's around, coming to the finish. And he's over the line. That looked kind of slow.
I mean, it is the Vulture, so what do you expect? It's not a ship
Wait,
built
so
for speed.
I think I remember what the time was for the Pisces, because I think the Pisces was 1:45. I'm pretty sure around there.
So yeah.
So
I think it was 144 or something.
hey, Dan the Miner, how's it going? Yeah,
Hey.
good. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. The channel.
TV show.
Welcome to the TV show of the century, where we get down and dirty and talk about everything. So we had the Pisces coming out 140.
So,
Do we wait? Do we want to give chat a chance to? What do we think? What do we think?
The vulture made it around.
Throw up your guesses really quickly. So, do you think it came? Do you think it was better, faster? Well, that kind of defeats the purpose.
Well, I've got it right here, but
so
definitely slower. It felt.
it was totally slower.
I felt slower looking at it.
So the Pisces was at 1:45, and the Vulture came in at
2 minutes and 20 seconds.
wow. That's
pretty.
That's a spicy meatball.
That is. But when you look at like the mass difference between them, it's like.
Hey Smitty, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
The Vulture is like 4 times the weight. And like half the thrust.
I just love how you went around those like how the Stug went around the corners, like sticking it, like it was just Tokyo drift.
Yeah, Tokyo.
You had to Tokyo drifted around those corners to get
that
there.
thing has so much inertia.
Trigger, sit down, buddy. Got worms in your pants, mate.
He learnt Newtonian physics. An object in motion stays in motion.
So, that's the Vulture, but we'll go into our next segue. I haven't made a little intro to this one, but we'll go into the Vultures. The Vultures. Talk about the Vulture.
Yeah. Bring out like the specs of the Vulture. We'll get real technical here.
Yeah, we'll get all the specs of the Vulture, but I guess for myself, I've really enjoyed the Vulture. It is.
Keep hitting
it is
streaming
a really,
button,
really
dude.
good ship. I've taken it out quite recently. Do some scrap. It seems to be a pretty solid, just little scrap ship you can do by yourself. You got some stats there for us though.
Yep. Give me 2 secs. I just want to get the Pisces up as well, so I can show you the weight difference between them.
Yeah, this is a much larger boy. As you can see, the top cabin there is the height of a human, and you can see how quite large each one of those mining heads, I guess is what you call them.
Yeah.
It does come with several different mining heads, several different lasers, not mining heads, scrap heads. You can take up to 1 SCU of scrap per little expedition, I guess, like little mining thing. It will plonk it out the butt. But a fact that I didn't know, though, and doesn't tell you, is that it will automatically discharge the canister at the back of scrap, and you can go ahead and start the next collection of scrap. However, after the second one, you do have to clear the 1 SCU of scrap away from the compactor so it can pop out the next one.
Oh.
So if you do have someone just sitting in the back pulling the scrap out and organising it, and with that physicalised cargo where it snaps to, it is actually a kind of ends up being a 2-man operation, not really a 1-man operation.
Oh, you missed out.
Yeah, which it's really cool to see when you can interact and do things together like that. So the Vulture weighs 114 tons, while the Pisces only weighs 48. So
the fat boy was a little slower.
There's a bit of a difference.
I guess when the Expanse comes out, we could probably race the Expanse, and that would be a bit more comparable to the Vulture.
SCM speed 165 meters per second, pretty standard, and crew of 1.
It says crew of 1, but like I just said,
Technically, you can.
crew it at 1. You just have to keep getting out of your seat every 10 seconds. Which I would like to see the automatic compactor be able to like transport the 1 SCU around in your cargo deck just to be able to like plonk it and keep stacking it so you can keep mining. But that's next thing. Oh, black screen. That's probably because the Vulture, the little Vulture thing is finished. But that's pretty much the Vulture
That's
for
the Vulture.
yeah.
It's cool. I like it. It's gonna be cool in Xenothreat.
Yeah, it is going to be very cool in Xenothreat to have.
Clean everything up.
Everyone's just going to.
You know what I reckon? They're going to incentivize it to collecting all the bits of scrap because it's going to make the servers run better. See?
Yeah, they've got to incentivize. Well, this kind of segues into the janitor thing that started off as a joke, and then CIGs quickly realised, well, actually, we're going to need to have janitors going around cleaning up the rubbish and picking up. So there's plans for NPCs to actually do the same, is go around and clean these things up in vultures, and same in the stations, pick up rubbish and put in the bins. I think the fun fact I think everyone saw on my stream recently was my fascination with the fact that we can actually put things in the bin now. The bins, like you can put it there and it sits there. So if you want to be a dumpster diver and you want to scrabble through rubbish, I mean that could segue into like investigative things where you got to find missing persons and go through
everybody's
rubbish.
You got to find the bits of shredded paper and you got to put them together. It'll be like a little mini.
Imagine if we go outside in Area 18 and someone's like messing with our garbage down there.
And you're like, oi!
Wait, what are you doing? Yeah.
But it's got to be all like New York accents.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm walking here. We don't sound like that. We don't talk like that. Don't worry about it. That's like the fucking best video I've ever seen. Good. Criminal missions. We have started testing criminal missions, but we haven't got a full test for you yet. We did do trading. Trading is back and profitable. A lot of distilled spirits and stuff like that. Moving around cargo is really, really cool. And the fact that it's persistent now is actually cool. I think I saw an exploded cat worth of cargo just sitting outside of Tressler. And it was just everywhere.
Like,
except I think it's just too hard to like.
Yeah, it's quite an undertaking.
It's an undertaking to pick up all those SCUs. So if they could find like a area wide tractor beam that could suck up cargo. And there's an idea for your CRG, an area wide pirate ship that can suck up cargo and then put it onto a little deck on the back of it or something like that, and you could take off with it.
The Reclaimer has the tractor beam. Oh wait. Yeah, it's got a tractor.
That'd be an interesting thing for the Reclaimer to do. Is just to be able to go around sucking up cargo and putting it into its deck.
Like a space hoover.
Just something that makes it a little bit quicker than going out there. Because at the moment we have to manhandle the stuff into, and that's just a little bit time consuming. So it's almost better for pirates these days to go, hey, can you just drop some cargo?
Yeah.
Because I mean it's just a fuck fight and it's such a waste of cargo.
That reminds me, I gotta bring up this. It was like a Yelp review that somebody made of like StarCitizen pirates. Oh jeez, bear with me.
But yeah, pirates will be. It'll be interesting how people play this when it does go live. I know I'm going to be getting back on my Pirates account because I do believe Drugs is back up and running. I'm testing it currently in the PTU, which is exciting because my Pirate account has nothing on it. And I'd love to just start from scratch and really have a go at the pirate side, the pirate way of life, and do all the nefarious missions. So Yelp review, shoot us the Yelp review.
From the real Mark, 4 out of 5 stars. Best pirate experience I ever had. They took all my containium I spent 2 hours mining for, and they damaged my ship pretty badly. Probably gonna take me a decent chunk of change and time to fix this thing up. I can't even fly it back. Well, anyways, they didn't kill me. All they took was my time and effort. I only had 2 hours to play tonight because of working kids, so I guess I'll try to play StarCitizen tomorrow. Thanks for the great experience. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Come pirate me again. And the title was like, what pirates think their victims should act like.
I was about to say, that guy sounded like Pirate Me Harder Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really it for us this week on Around the Verse. We haven't got much news. We might have a bit more news when 318 drops.
We'll have all the experiences of Siege of Orison.
We have got interesting news for Around the Verse as its TV show. New hardware and hard tech is coming on its way. So we may actually have multiple people on here, like you said, like people chiming in from their own PCs at home or whatnot. That we have got some groundbreaking tech being looked into for this TV show. So look out for that. Our new tech and some cool new things.
Are we ripping up the floors? Groundbreaking tech.
Fuck. Oh, fortune cookie. Fortune cookie time. Like, do you still want to eat it?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
You're gonna eat it.
Just
For reference, these have been sitting here for like, I don't know, 4 weeks now. Well, we've done 3 episodes of this.
So yeah, they've been there for like 4 weeks.
They've been here for quite a crunchy amount of time. Are they back to being solid again? No, they're very soft.
Gimme.
They still smell alright.
Yeah, they don't have anything
Look
in
at this
them.
fucking one. Look.
Hey, Jigga. No fortune for you.
I don't even know if you can have this, dog.
Okay.
Okay, fortune cookie time.
I can't even crack it open.
You can't. Oh, it doesn't crack open. It's a pancake at this stage.
You're just selling it.
If anyone wants to know what a 4-week-old fortune cookie looks like.
Oh, talking about ripping up floors. Okay. The road to success is always under construction.
You're not ripping my floor up, bro.
I'm doing it.
We can't control the wind, but we have the power to adjust the sails. Tell you what, the wind that comes out my ass can adjust some fucking sails pretty quickly. Anyway, guys. Again, we'd like to thank Whammers for sponsoring this week's episode of Around the Verse. Make sure you get down to your local Whammers, get that burgers into you, and those fries and shakes.
They should send us some whammers next time.
Yeah, Whammers. Give us some burgers next time.
It's fortune cookies, pretty.
You actually eating? Oh,
I'm a man of my word.
I mean, you're not. That's so gross, dude. Oh, it's so soft. Why would you do that? 10 minutes from now, he's gonna be fucking holding the toilet seat, just shooting off into fucking space.
That's why I've got those handrails, yeah.
Alright, without further ado, that's us this week from Around the Verse. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stick with us. We will be, in a couple of hours, we'll be going back live on this channel for a Fight Night Fridays. I have an interesting thing. Actually, that was the news. I have an interesting thing for Fight Night Fridays now that once we get the new hardware in, we can actually put all 3 of us up on the same screen fighting each other on Fight Night Fridays. So, tune in. If you guys want to jump into Fight Night Fridays, go to discord.gg/Ronin Initiative. If someone just goes ! Discord, jump into our Discord and we'll jump onto Star Marine and shoot each other in the face. It's a great way to be able to shoot it and have a play around and whatnot like that without having to suffer the death and finding each other in again. Star Marine's a really, really good thing. So if you haven't played Star Marine before, jump in with us. We'll give you guys a lowdown on how to play that. And
Rogue will show you his best hacks. He'll show you
all the fucking hacks.
ASP.
Anyway, without further ado, thank you, and we'll see you around the verse.
Thank you all for watching and see you around the verse.